Okay, words can hurt relationships. We know that. We've experienced it. We know we need to get rid of the words that do. And to do that, we need to deal with our anger and we need to take out the trash. And we've seen in this conversation a few things that can help us to do that. But the other big thing that God wants us to see here is that He can actually help us to replace those bad words with better ones. To words that we can use regularly and frequently, consistently to help, to encourage, and to heal. Just let that sink in for a minute. Words that help and encourage and heal. How much do you hear them? How much do you say them? And what difference would it make in your relationships if there were more of those kind of words going around? I mean, again, God knows that it would make a really big difference. And that's why Paul writes here, verse 29, I'm reading this time from the New Living Translation. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. Those words, they're good and helpful and encouragement. They have the idea there of building up or holding up, kind of like an infrastructure in a building that supports the building and keeps it from falling down. What Paul's saying there is that we need that sort of infrastructure in our lives too. And it's those helpful and encouraging words that are going to do that for us. That we need to say those helpful and encouraging words to others, and we need to hear those words from others too in a variety of ways and way more frequently than we're used to, because life's hard, right? And relationships are complicated, and sometimes the load in both of them is rather heavy. And what God's telling us here is that encouraging words hold the other person up, and encouraging words hold the relationship up, so that neither one comes crashing down under the weight of life. I got to tell you that for me and my wife, that's been just absolutely crucial for us during this COVID year. And for those of you who've been some of those encouraging people and spoken those encouraging words into our lives at different times, guys, thank you. It has been a godsend. That's what Paul's talking about. I've lived through that encouraging words hold us up, and helpful words, they're the things that the other person needs at the moment. Notice I said, not what you need, right? That's where trash talk usually comes from. When I need to express my anger or my frustration at you or at this situation, which usually ends up with what? Right? Hurting, not helping the relationship. Some of that trash talk coming back in. Helpful words are spoken based on the needs of the other person. What do they need to be built up? What do they need to be supported? What do they need to survive? What do they need to be able to take the next step? And it's not just the words that are spoken either, it's the feeling behind them and the tone that they're delivered with.